4 minutes in, so obviously a heavier load for everybody else, including Kyrie. 20 points for him, but 0 for 4 in that fourth quarter. Let's hear what Kyrie Irving has to say.
Hey, Kyrie, up 6 with 3.5 to go. What was your assessment from an execution standpoint from you guys down the stretches? Miami closed the game on an 8-0 run.
I felt like we were in the right positions. Let them get comfortable most of the game. So they were playing well, hitting a lot of shots. So you gotta give credit, like I always say. But there was definitely some preventable plays out there that I feel like we just could have been better, including myself down the stretch when they came to double. Felt like I could have made those last 3 shots. Was definitely trying to create some separation towards the end of the game, but just didn't come up with it. And then, they capitalized on it. So they definitely took advantage of the spots where, we either took long shots or we missed a shot and they pushed in transition and got some easy looks.
I know from a team standpoint, you guys are professional, it's next man up. But on a personal level, when your teammate and friend Kevin has to deal with another injury, how much do you feel from him on a personal level?
It's just timing of everything this year, just been the telltale sign of what life is right now in terms of just the uncertainty of a lot going on. Anything could happen any moment, so we don't want to take anything for granted. But anytime one of our teammates goes down, anytime something like that happens, it's definitely going to take a hit for us. And he's just gotten back, so we just pray that it's not too serious and he's able to recover. But it definitely has a hit on our continuity at times. But we don't want to make any excuses for each other. We're all professionals, guys that are getting minutes right now. We need them. So it's gonna turn eventually, but we just gotta kind of find that continuity, that connectivity from the start of the game to the end.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Kyrie, after KD went out of the game, it felt like you were constantly double and triple teamed. What did that allow their defense to do in terms of the attention that they paid to you and trying to get the ball out of your hands?
It's the smartest thing they can do. It's double me, get the ball out of my hands, make other guys beat us. But, I have the utmost confidence in my teammates to be able to make the right plays. And I felt like we were in the right spots for a good part of the game. But when we start off, we give up over 60 points in the first half. Just kind of just bringing the physicality in the second half rather than the first half. We kind of got to speed up. And at times I felt sped up, which I feel like when I watch film later tonight or tomorrow, see some opportunities where I can attack it early, the double team, but also continue just to trust my teammates to make the right decisions. They do a great job of that. So.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Kyrie, I feel like earlier in the season, when we talked about injuries, it was the sentiment of we'll get it out of the way so we can be healthy when it counts. Has the mentality shifted at all as you guys are still kind of experiencing this and grappling with this late in terms of, well, maybe this is just going to be our reality?
Yes. To your question, it's just a reality that we have to accept. But, we're asking a lot of guys to do some superior things, some superhuman things, to play back-to-backs, to play 3 and 4 nights or to play, 6 and 8 nights or 9 nights, whatever the schedule may be. And then you just got to deal with what comes with that at times. We just want guys to be smart, take care of their bodies, do what's needed to prepare, for the main stage, which is, the playoffs, which is to be as healthy as we can. But we still got to, maintain a focus and a goal to get more connected as a group before we do head into the playoffs. So when guys are getting hurt, on any team, it's definitely going to take a hit in terms of the camaraderie, just building consistently. We have a lineup that works, and then one guy goes out, 2 guys go out. So just adjusting to that reality. So I agree with, kind of your question. It's just a reality we have to accept, just move forward with.
Thank you.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Kai. This is twofold. Did you get a chance to speak with KD and, what kind of what's his spirits now? And touching on Malika's question, I mean, how do you guys balance this responsibility of getting everybody enough time together to get cohesion for those games that are really going to matter, with making sure everybody's healthy and as close to healthy as you can be at that point in the season?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're still in the building process of what we got going on over here, as you can see in terms of this year, with the moves we've made. We're putting together pretty fast, but, we rely on our experience and our IQ to kind of make up for some of that time that we haven't had playing together in the summertime, or, having a chance to go through training camp together, a full training camp, or just, the commonalities of just being able to do things together as a team, COVID aside. So, it's professional. It's professional basketball. We got to figure it out. We have no choice. So it's the fun part, getting in the trenches. And, unfortunately, we do have guys that are going out, or guys that have been out. And we just got to make a way.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, what's going on, Kyrie? I think you guys went scoreless in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm just wondering if that's, in your estimation, if that's a byproduct of something the Heat defense did, or was that just shots not falling for you guys?
Well, it's basketball. It's the game itself. Down the stretch, some games we're not necessarily going to look our best. But that's where it falls on me in terms of accountability as the point guard, being out there, or whatever you want to call me, whatever guard. It's just being out there, and I talk with some of the guys after the game, just instead of going to my ISO so much down the stretch where I have makeable shots, just being able to slow the game down and make sure we get a definite two, or we get a great shot. We all know how I can get to a spot anywhere on the court, but when they're doubling like that and they're tripling like that, down the stretch, I feel like I could have saved it a little bit more and played off the guys. So I'll look at the film, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the case. The Heat defense definitely was gearing towards our shooters, but they made us make decisions, and they lived with some of the outcome, and it worked in their favor tonight. So the next time we play them, or, down the stretch, seeing them or whatever the case may be, just want to be a little bit more prepared down the stretch.
Last question, Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Curry, you got a career night from Landry. Just how big was he, especially after Kevin went out, to kind of keep you guys afloat offensively?
Amazing, man. We've been talking, just in between games, guys being out and where he can be more aggressive. And I feel like tonight he found something, just playing off the ball, playing with the ball in his hands and attacking the rim, and then being able to just get to open spots. So it creates some versatility for our shooters out there to be able to play the one and the two, especially Landry. And he played incredibly well tonight. So we definitely, down the stretch, as I look back on it too, I'm looking at him like, why did I not get something open for Landry? Guys got 30 points. We should go with the high hand. But you learn after the game in 2020. So moving forward, definitely looking forward to him continuing to get better and find his spots.
He said a lot there, Frank. He talked about reviewing his shots, perhaps some decisions.